Emotions are an intrinsic part of the human experience. They color our perceptions, influence our decisions, and shape our interactions with the world. From the rush of joy to the depths of despair, emotions guide much of what we do. However, while they are powerful, many people let their emotions control them rather than harnessing that power for growth. To truly excel in life, it's critical to recognize your emotional power and understand how to use it effectively. To begin, it's important to acknowledge that emotions in themselves are not the problem. Emotions are natural responses to various stimuli, both internal and external. They are signals that give us important information about our environment and ourselves. Fear might signal that we're in danger. Anger can alert us to perceived injustices. Sadness tells us that something meaningful has been lost. These signals are invaluable, but the challenge arises when we allow these emotions to run unchecked, dictating our actions without mindful reflection. That's when emotions become less a source of power and more a source of vulnerability. Recognizing your emotional power means developing an awareness of how emotions affect your behavior. It involves stepping back and assessing how you respond to different emotional triggers. Do you lash out in anger without considering the consequences? Do you avoid situations that make you uncomfortable because of fear or anxiety? Do you let sadness pull you into a state of inertia, preventing you from moving forward? By examining these responses, you can start to see how your emotional reactions either propel you forward or hold you back. It's easy to believe that emotions are something that happen to us, that they are out of our control. While it's true that emotions often arise spontaneously, it's equally true that we have a say in how we respond to them. The first step in regaining control is acknowledging that you are not at the mercy of your emotions. You have the power to influence them and direct them toward positive outcomes. One way to start this process is by cultivating emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence involves understanding your emotions and those of others, and using that understanding to navigate life more effectively. At the core of emotional intelligence is self-awareness, the ability to recognize what you are feeling in the moment and why you are feeling it. Are you stressed because of an impending deadline? Are you feeling envious because someone else achieved something you wanted? The more accurately you can identify your emotions and their root causes, the better equipped you are to manage them. Once you have identified your emotions, the next step is to regulate them. This doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring your feelings. Suppressed emotions often find other, less constructive outlets, like passive-aggressive behavior or uncharacteristic outbursts. Instead, regulating your emotions means finding ways to channel them productively. For example, if you're feeling angry rather than reacting impulsively, take a moment to breathe and consider why you're angry. Is it because someone has disrespected you, or is it because you're tired and frustrated about something unrelated? By taking the time to reflect, you can choose a more measured response, one that aligns with your long-term goals rather than your immediate emotional state. Recognizing your emotional power also means understanding that emotions can be a source of motivation. Many of the most successful people in the world have used their emotions as fuel for achievement. Anger can be a powerful motivator when channeled properly. Instead of letting anger push you toward destructive behaviors, let it inspire you to fight injustice or work harder to prove someone wrong. Similarly, fear can be a powerful catalyst for growth. Fear often signals that we are stepping outside of our comfort zone, and while it's natural to want to retreat, it's in those moments of discomfort that we grow the most. By facing your fears, you expand your capabilities and develop a deeper sense of resilience. Another key element of emotional power is empathy. While much of emotional strength comes from managing your own emotions, it's equally important to recognize and respond to the emotions of others. Empathy allows you to connect with people on a deeper level, to understand their experiences, and to build stronger relationships. In personal and professional settings, empathy is a critical tool for resolving conflicts, fostering collaboration, and inspiring trust. When you can read the emotions of others and respond in a way that acknowledges their feelings, you create an environment of mutual respect and understanding. This ability to connect emotionally with others can open doors and create opportunities that would otherwise remain closed. Yet, even as we recognize the importance of emotions, it's crucial not to let them dominate our decision-making. Emotions are often fleeting, whereas decisions can have long-term consequences. When you're in a heightened emotional state, whether it's anger, joy, sadness, or fear, you may be tempted to act impulsively. This is why emotional regulation is so important. Before making significant decisions, take a step back and give yourself time to think logically. Ask yourself whether your emotional response is leading you toward the best possible outcome or whether it's clouding your judgment. In addition, it's important to surround yourself with people who encourage emotional growth. If you're constantly around individuals who feed into negative emotional patterns, whether it's by encouraging you to avoid challenges or by fostering drama, you're more likely to remain stuck in those patterns. Seek out relationships with people who challenge you to manage your emotions effectively, who lead by example when it comes to emotional resilience. Being in an environment that supports emotional strength will help you build and maintain your own emotional power. Ultimately, recognizing your emotional power is about owning your feelings and using them as a force for positive change. It's about understanding that emotions are not something to be feared or repressed, but something to be understood and directed. Whether in moments of personal hardship or professional challenge, your emotions can provide you with valuable insight and motivation if you allow them to. The key is to remain mindful of how you're feeling, why you're feeling it, and how those emotions are influencing your actions. In conclusion, your emotions are one of your greatest assets, but only if you recognize and control them. By cultivating self-awareness, emotional regulation, and empathy, you can harness the power of your emotions to achieve greater success and fulfillment. Don't let your emotions control you. Embrace them, understand them, and use them to propel you toward your goals. Embracing discomfort is one of the most important steps you can take toward personal growth and success. Discomfort, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental, is often seen as something to avoid. Our natural tendency is to seek out comfort zones where everything feels safe and familiar. However, staying in that comfort zone can limit your potential. True progress is made when you step into discomfort, face challenges head-on, and push through the barriers that hold you back. One of the key reasons to embrace discomfort is that it fosters resilience. Life is full of unpredictable obstacles and setbacks, and the ability to navigate these difficulties is essential for long-term success. When you consistently avoid discomfort, you miss opportunities to build the resilience needed to handle life's inevitable challenges. Every time you confront a difficult situation, whether it's public speaking, a tough workout, or a difficult conversation, you develop mental and emotional strength. Each challenge overcome makes you better equipped to handle the next one. Over time, discomfort becomes less daunting because you've trained yourself to thrive in challenging situations. Another important benefit of embracing discomfort is that it promotes personal and professional growth. Growth happens when you push beyond your current limits. When you avoid uncomfortable situations, you remain stagnant. You may never learn new skills, develop new perspectives, or reach higher levels of achievement. On the other hand, when you step into discomfort, you open yourself up to new experiences and opportunities. Taking on a difficult project at work, for example, might push you to acquire new knowledge, improve your time management skills, or collaborate more effectively with others. Similarly, trying something outside your comfort zone, whether it's learning a new language, starting a business, or training for a marathon, will stretch your abilities and lead to personal development. Discomfort is also closely linked with creativity and innovation. In many cases, staying in your comfort zone means doing things the same way they've always been done. But growth, creativity, and innovation often require challenging the status quo and taking risks. When you're willing to embrace discomfort, you're more likely to take bold steps, try new approaches, and think outside the box. Many of the world's most successful entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders have achieved great things because they were willing to take risks and face discomfort head-on. Embracing discomfort builds confidence. The more you challenge yourself and succeed in uncomfortable situations, the more confident you become in your ability to handle future challenges. You develop a sense of self-efficacy, the belief that you can accomplish what you set out to do, even when it's difficult. This confidence fuels further growth, creating a positive cycle of stepping into discomfort, succeeding, and becoming more confident in your abilities. In conclusion, discomfort is not something to be feared or avoided. Instead, it should be welcomed as a sign that you are pushing yourself beyond your limits and moving toward growth. Every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to build resilience, develop new skills, and gain confidence. By consistently embracing discomfort, you'll not only expand your potential, but also unlock new levels of success and fulfillment. Influence the emotions of others. While traditional intelligence IQ may measure cognitive abilities, EQ is what determines how well you navigate the complexities of human interactions and respond to challenges. In many ways, emotional intelligence is the foundation of effective leadership, collaboration, and personal well-being. The first component of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. Self-awareness means being able to identify and understand your own emotions as they arise. This requires a degree of introspection and mindfulness, where you pause to consider what you're feeling and why you're feeling it. For instance, if you find yourself getting angry in a conversation, self-awareness would prompt you to recognize that emotion before you react impulsively. Understanding your emotional triggers is essential to managing your behavior, especially in high-stress situations. By being aware of your feelings, you can also start to notice patterns in your emotional responses, which allows you to develop greater control over your reactions. The second key component is self-regulation. Once you've identified an emotion, the next step is to regulate it. Self-regulation doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather managing them in a healthy, constructive way. For example, if you're feeling anxious about a big presentation, self-regulation would involve acknowledging the anxiety but not letting it paralyze you. You might channel that nervous energy into preparation and practice, or use deep breathing techniques to calm yourself. Mastering self-regulation allows you to stay composed and make rational decisions, even in emotionally charged situations. Over time, this skill enhances your resilience, allowing you to handle setbacks and challenges with a clear mind. Motivation is another crucial aspect of emotional intelligence. Highly emotionally intelligent people are often driven by an internal passion for growth and improvement rather than external rewards. They are able to channel their emotions toward achieving goals, even when faced with obstacles. This inner motivation gives them the persistence to keep going, especially when things get tough. They can also manage feelings of frustration or disappointment and use those emotions as fuel to keep pushing forward. Being able to motivate yourself from within is a key indicator of emotional intelligence because it shows an ability to regulate and direct your emotions in a way that aligns with long-term goals. Empathy is perhaps the most outward-facing component of emotional intelligence. It involves understanding the emotions of others and responding with care and consideration. Empathy allows you to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to see things from their perspective. This doesn't necessarily mean you agree with them, but it does mean you respect and acknowledge their feelings. Empathy is essential for building meaningful relationships, resolving conflicts, and fostering teamwork. In the workplace, for example, leaders who demonstrate empathy are often better at motivating their teams because they can connect with their employees on a personal level. The social skills tie all aspects of emotional intelligence together. Social skills include the ability to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts, and build strong relationships. People with strong emotional intelligence are typically excellent communicators because they know how to express their feelings clearly and listen actively to others. They can navigate complex social situations, whether it's managing a team, resolving a disagreement, or collaborating with diverse groups of people. Social skills are the practical application of emotional intelligence, allowing you to create harmonious relationships both personally and professionally. In conclusion, mastering emotional intelligence is essential for success in life. By developing self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, you can improve your ability to navigate emotional challenges and create stronger connections with others. Emotional intelligence not only helps you manage your own emotions effectively, but also empowers you to understand and influence the emotions of those around you. Adopting a solution-oriented mindset is a key factor in overcoming challenges and achieving long-term success, both personally and professionally. This approach focuses on finding constructive ways to address problems rather than getting stuck in negativity or blame. A solution-oriented mindset shifts your attention away from obstacles and toward possibilities, fostering a proactive attitude that helps you tackle difficulties with greater resilience and creativity. At the core of a solution-oriented mindset is problem-solving. Life is full of inevitable challenges, and how you approach them determines the outcomes you experience. People with a solution-oriented mindset understand that every problem has a solution, or at the very least a way to improve the situation. Rather than dwelling on the problem itself or complaining about it, they focus their energy on identifying potential solutions. This approach not only saves time and mental energy, but also helps you stay productive and forward-thinking. When you encounter an obstacle, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I do to resolve this?" By focusing on what is within your control, you shift from a victim mentality to an empowered one. Resilience is another key benefit of adopting a solution-oriented mindset. When you view problems as solvable, you develop the ability to bounce back from setbacks more quickly. Challenges become opportunities to learn and grow rather than insurmountable obstacles. This resilience also helps reduce stress and anxiety, as you're less likely to feel overwhelmed by problems. Instead of fearing failure, solution-oriented individuals see it as a stepping stone toward improvement. By focusing on what can be done rather than what went wrong, you foster a mindset that embraces challenges as opportunities for growth. A solution-oriented mindset also enhances creativity and innovation. When you adopt this perspective, you're more likely to think outside the box and explore new approaches to old problems. Rather than accepting limitations, you challenge yourself to find ways around them. This can lead to creative breakthroughs and innovative solutions that you might not have considered if you were focused solely on the problem. Many successful entrepreneurs and leaders are known for their ability to take risks and find unconventional solutions to complex issues. This mindset encourages experimentation and adaptability, which are crucial for thriving in today's fast-paced, ever-changing world. In addition to fostering creativity, a solution-oriented mindset encourages proactivity. Rather than waiting for problems to resolve themselves or for someone else to step in, you take the initiative to find solutions. This proactive approach leads to greater autonomy and control over your circumstances. Whether in your personal life or career, taking responsibility for finding solutions puts you in the driver's seat. It empowers you to shape your future rather than passively reacting to events. Another important aspect of adopting a solution-oriented mindset is the ability to maintain a positive outlook. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is fine when it's not. Instead, it means maintaining a belief that you can find solutions even in difficult situations. A positive attitude fuels motivation and persistence, which are essential for problem solving. When you approach challenges with optimism and confidence, you're more likely to stay committed to finding solutions, even when the process is difficult or time-consuming. A solution-oriented mindset can improve your interpersonal relationships. Whether in professional settings or personal interactions, focusing on solutions rather than problems helps resolve conflicts more effectively. When disagreements or issues arise, solution-oriented individuals focus on finding common ground and working toward a resolution that benefits everyone involved. This approach fosters collaboration, strengthens teamwork, and reduces unnecessary friction. In conclusion, adopting a solution-oriented mindset is crucial for achieving success and navigating life's challenges. By focusing on problem solving, fostering resilience, encouraging creativity, and maintaining a positive outlook, you position yourself to overcome obstacles and turn difficulties into opportunities. This proactive and empowered approach not only improves your ability to handle adversity, but also enhances your overall effectiveness in achieving your goals. Discipline over mood is one of the most powerful principles for personal success and self-mastery. It means making choices based on long-term goals and values rather than on fleeting emotions. While emotions like motivation, excitement, or frustration may fluctuate from day to day, discipline is the steady force that ensures you stay on track regardless of how you feel in the moment. This mindset is crucial for achieving consistency, building resilience, and fostering self-control. One of the biggest challenges people face in life is the tendency to act based on their mood. When you're in a good mood, it's easy to follow through on your commitments. You might wake up feeling energized and excited to go for a morning workout, or you're in a productive headspace and eager to tackle a challenging project. However, what happens when you're not in that mood? When you're tired, unmotivated, or discouraged, the temptation to skip tasks or cut corners becomes stronger. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, regardless of whether you feel like it. It is the foundation for building habits that lead to long-term success. Think of discipline as a muscle that gets stronger the more you use it. Every time you choose discipline over mood, whether it's going to the gym when you'd rather stay in bed or sticking to your study schedule, even though you're bored, you strengthen your ability to control your actions. Over time, this consistent practice of discipline becomes automatic, and your reliance on mood becomes less significant. One of the key benefits of prioritizing discipline over mood is that it leads to consistency, and consistency is what separates successful individuals from those who struggle to achieve their goals. Successful athletes, entrepreneurs, and creatives are not immune to bad days or feelings of laziness. What sets them apart is their commitment to their routines and goals, regardless of how they feel. They know that progress is built over time through small, consistent actions, not bursts of motivation. By choosing discipline, you ensure that you continue to make progress even when your mood would rather you take the easy way out. Discipline also builds resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and your mood will inevitably reflect that. By consistently acting with discipline, you train yourself to persevere through difficult times. You learn how to push through discomfort, boredom, or frustration, which makes you more resilient in the face of setbacks. This resilience is essential for long-term success because it ensures that you don't give up when things get tough. Instead of letting your mood dictate your actions, you use discipline to stay focused on your objectives. Practicing discipline over mood fosters a sense of self-control. When you are driven by emotions, you are essentially at the mercy of external circumstances. A bad day at work, an argument, or even the weather can throw off your entire schedule if you let your mood take control. However, when you cultivate discipline, you learn to separate your feelings from your actions. You realize that just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean you have to act on it. This level of self-control empowers you to make decisions that align with your values and long-term goals rather than being driven by short-term emotions. Choosing discipline over mood can greatly improve mental clarity and reduce stress. When you act based on mood, you create inconsistency and uncertainty in your life. One day you're productive, the next day you're not, and over time this unpredictability can create stress and anxiety. In contrast, when you have disciplined habits, there's less mental clutter. You know what needs to be done, and you do it, regardless of how you feel. This consistency helps reduce the mental burden of decision-making, leaving you with more mental energy to focus on other important areas of life. In conclusion, prioritizing discipline over mood is essential for personal growth and success. While emotions and moods will fluctuate, discipline provides a steady framework that keeps you focused and moving toward your goals. By embracing discipline, you can develop consistency, resilience, self-control, and mental clarity, all of which are crucial for overcoming challenges and achieving long-term success. Surrounding yourself with tough mentors is one of the most effective ways to cultivate resilience, personal growth, and long-term success. Mentors are more than just advisors, they are guides who help you navigate your path by providing valuable insights, wisdom, and encouragement. Tough mentors in particular challenge you to go beyond your comfort zone and hold you accountable to the highest standards. They are not there to simply validate your efforts or praise you for the small wins, but to push you toward excellence and help you unlock your full potential. One of the key reasons tough mentors are so impactful is that they help you develop mental toughness. Life is full of setbacks, disappointments, and challenges, and without the mental strength to persevere, it's easy to give up when things get hard. A tough mentor doesn't allow you to succumb to weakness or self-pity. Instead, they encourage you to face challenges head-on and embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. Whether it's by giving you critical feedback or pushing you to tackle difficult tasks, a tough mentor forces you to strengthen your mindset. They don't let you settle for excuses or mediocrity, but instead guide you to build resilience and determination. Tough mentors also help you develop accountability, which is essential for growth. It's easy to let yourself off the hook when you're the only one holding yourself accountable, but a tough mentor will not allow you to slack off. They set high expectations and check in regularly to ensure that you are meeting your goals. When you fall short, they won't sugarcoat the truth, but they will push you to reflect on your mistakes and find ways to improve. This kind of accountability ensures that you stay on track and remain committed to your objectives, even when you feel unmotivated or discouraged. Over time, the discipline and responsibility instilled by a tough mentor help you become more self-accountable, an essential trait for long-term success. Another significant benefit of tough mentors is their ability to provide honest, constructive feedback. Many people shy away from offering or receiving criticism because it can be uncomfortable. However, constructive feedback is one of the most valuable tools for growth. A tough mentor isn't afraid to point out your weaknesses, flaws, or blind spots. While this may be difficult to hear at times, it is essential for improvement. By addressing these areas of weakness, you become better equipped to tackle challenges and grow stronger. Tough mentors teach you to see criticism not as a personal attack, but as an opportunity to learn and improve. Tough mentors also encourage persistence and grit. They understand that success doesn't come overnight and that the road to achievement is often filled with setbacks. Instead of letting you give up after a failure, they remind you of the bigger picture and urge you to keep going. When you are on the verge of quitting, a tough mentor will challenge you to push through. This kind of mentorship builds a deeper sense of resilience and a never-give-up attitude that is critical for success in any field. Tough mentors help you see that setbacks are not the end of the road, but rather opportunities to learn, adapt, and continue moving forward. In addition to helping you grow mentally and emotionally, tough mentors also provide valuable life and career lessons. Because they have typically gone through their own journeys of hardship and success, they can share experiences and insights that you might not find elsewhere. Their tough love is often rooted in their own experiences of failure, perseverance, and eventual success. By learning from their stories and applying their lessons to your own life, you can avoid unnecessary pitfalls and make more informed decisions as you progress toward your goals. In conclusion, surrounding yourself with tough mentors is crucial for personal and professional growth. These mentors push you beyond your limits, hold you accountable, offer honest feedback, and encourage resilience and grit. Their guidance helps you develop the mental toughness and discipline needed to overcome challenges and succeed in life. While tough mentorship may be challenging, it is one of the most effective ways to achieve lasting success and unlock your full potential.